Hello, Mr. Hodge. It's a pleasure to can ask you some questions about the recent developments for commercial sources. Your most recent results from the exploration program on the Eldor-Projekt showed good results for the total rare earth oxides. Do you expect a further expansion of the Erden zone?
Oh, very clearly. And not only will the resource, as a result of this program, not only will the resource get larger, but we hope it's going to get slightly richer as lots of the drill intersections were higher than the average grade of 1.74. They were many of the assays are above 2%. Which is going to increase the overall grade of the expanded resource that we are looking for sometime before Christmas. But probably the really exciting thing is that the resource not only is getting bigger and richer, but that heavy enriched zone that really makes this Eldor-Ashram deposit very unique is that near surface heavy enriched zone. And certainly that is going to put this deposit in a very high ranking globally, not only because of size and grade, but because of that enrichment in the heavy zone.
So what is the time frame in bringing the Eldor-Projekt into production?
Well, you have to remember this is very early days, it's a very large deposit. I don't think it necessarily will be first to market, but it is becoming better and better known globally. It is one of the deposits the rest of the world is going to compare themselves to in terms of size and grade. This deposit will form part of the global future. But to talk about time at this time is a little premature. We're still in the exploration stage, and you have to keep in mind that the Eldor carbonatite itself is a very, very large system with a number of individual mineral zones within it, of which the Ashram is one of those zones. We do expect to find other zones within the overall carbonatite complex. So this might be a bit of a longer process, but it's a very exciting one, and certainly will be very, very rewarding for Commerce shareholders in the end.
So since some time it became a little bit quiet about the Blue River-Projekt. So when can investors expect news about Blue River?
Yeah, that was just because we're trying to sneak up on the market. I'm just kidding there, actually, but the scoping study, or the PEA, is very well in hand now. We are in the finalizing stage of even the news release with respect to that PEA. So it will be relatively soon. To speculate on when, we've done that far too many times. It's not particularly, it's only partially within our control. But I think that the marketplace and our shareholder base can expect that in a reasonably short period of time.
So actually Commercial Sources has around $12 million in cash and investments, but the exploration of Eldor and Blue River needs much money. Is there any further fundraising needed for next year?
There will, depending on what the board decides in terms of the level of exploration, that it could require that we need to do an additional financing sometime next spring or summer. However, we're in a strong position at the moment. We believe that that this PEA, once we have it in hand, will allow us to go to the marketplace, to the tantalum industry, to the capacitor industry, even to the electronics industry. And certainly there is a potential that we would find financial support for Commerce Resources because of the Blue River asset. And nobody can deny the exciting upside, the blue sky that the Eldor deposit adds to the story.
Okay, so especially in case of the prospective Eldor and Blue River properties, would Commerce Resources be willing to go into a joint venture with another company?
That certainly is always a consideration from the juniors position. I think that we would prefer to do some sort of deal on the Blue River asset, particularly with somebody from the industry side, and that through that opportunity, it could provide ongoing financing for the Eldor-Projekt. We're in a very exciting time, and it's kind of hard to predict what will happen when we release that PEA and essentially tell the world what we're going to be able to produce tantalum at, and that is certainly going to be a necessary part of the future global tantalum supply chain. Really the deposit that is going to be in a position to offer security of supply or security of ethical supply at a price that the industry can afford is Commerce Resources. And that's going to become more and more clear as we get more information out to the industry.
Thank you, Mr. Hodge, for this informative interview. We wish you much success for 2012.
We're coming to see you soon, you know that. We'll be on the road in Germany from October 31st to November 8th.